Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. We are the Group 6, and here's our presentation on partial fulfillment of our final project in integrative programming. So first, here is the presentation outline. I am Robin Soriano, and I will be explaining the splash screen, sign-in, side menu, and homepage modules of our app.
I'm Jazmine Vergara and I will explain the products page, card page, payment, and orders page.
And I'm Jamile Igagamao, and I will be explaining Contact Us, about the app, about the company, and developers page.
So now let us proceed to the demonstration of the app and codes. So for the demonstration of our app, here's first is the splash screen. So when we reload our page, we will be greeted by our splash screen, which includes our logo and some design. If we head on to the HTML of the splash screen, it includes just an ion content with a div class which contains two image sources. So if we go back to the app, here we have the sign in module, which includes two buttons, which is a continue with Facebook and continue with Google. If we go to the HTML, it includes the header, which is our logo white, and the ion content with which includes the two buttons that is router link to our landing page. So if we click continue with Google, it will redirect us to the landing page. This landing page includes also the header, the side menu button, uh, header image, and it includes various cards to explain a little bit about our app, which also includes a button for products and a basic information on how to utilize our app. If we go on to the side menu, here you will see the items in our side menu, which consists of all the modules available in our app. Here you can, in the top portion, you will see the name and number of the user. On the bottom part, you will see our app logo. If you go to app component HTML, that is where the code for the side menu is stored, which is ion menu, which has a content ID of main menu, and also the ion list, which includes the various buttons that route to their specific modules. We will now proceed to the products by Miss Jasmine.
So for the products page, we have created a page card. And inside the card, we created a new TS file which will serve as the JavaScript of the products. Also, we have generated a total of 4 components. And these components will construct an interface for our app. But first, let us do the interface. On our interface, you can see the 4 categories above, which is all, bestseller, vegan, and promo. These categories are included in the app categories that item that component. Below is the food cart, which is consists of 10 products. And these food cards are in food cart item that component. So if we click the food cart, for the item. Here you can see the details. This details is another page, which is the detail.html. So this detail.html was generated. And this includes the name, the price, the rate, and the description of the product. Here you can see another button, which is the add to cart button. This button is included in the button that component. Also, if we click the add to cart, it will store in the cart. So in our carts page, we created a page called carts. We also created a new TS file that will serve as a JavaScript for the cart. And on the HTML of the carts, you can see the cart items, menu button, empty cart, and checkout. So for the cart items, you can see all the items that you added to the cart. And what's special here is that it has an increase and decrease function. And you can see that in carts.page.ts, which is the JavaScript. So in that JavaScript form, you can see the on decrease and on increase. Below is the async remove from cart. So what is its function? If you slide, you will see a trash icon. Let us first increase the quantity and decrease the quantity of the increasing. So if we click the total, this will lead us to the payment page. The payment page, we just use the payment.html. The payment.html, we just use an ion input. For the user information, we use for ion input for the full name, number, address, and nearest landmark. This ion input will let the user to type their information. For the mode of payment, we use a radio button so that the user can choose what is their mode of payment. So below, we use another ion input so that they can type their account number. So if we click the checkout button below, it will direct us to the landing page with a confirmation alert message. So for the order page, the order page is consists of 3 ion cards, which is consists of picture, that item product, the shipping information, and the price.
So continuing to the contact us page. So contact us page displays our application circular logo and list of our supplementary links and accounts for further customer service. So here you can see in our HTML page of contact page, we have the same header block of code blocks as same as the rest of the modules tackled earlier. And we have an ion card that separates the content of the page. First, you see here the image class logo, which is for the circular logo, and a short description, including a set of different class text that contains our links that we generated ourselves. Next, we have our about the app page. This about the app page is for our acknowledgement of using Ionic framework to create this app. This we also included a short description about the Ionic framework and Angular that we use. And when you scroll down to the simulation, you can see a button at the end. You can see at the bottom at the end that will direct the user to the Ionic page, the Ionic website itself using our mobile application. So let's see the block of codes for that. Here in the HTML of about the page, the same header again, and we just the same as the landing page. We have our application logo and the description, and separated in another ion card, um, displays the title more about Ionic, the text, uh, title again, and image, and just like that alternate. And the one that I mentioned earlier, the ion button that will direct the user to the website, the online website of the Ionic app. So you see here the href that links to the Ionic framework webpage. So moving on to the about the company page. So about the company page displays our company history, and it's also tells our short story of this made up company that we created for this project. It shows our foundation. When you scroll down the simulation, our foundation that includes our vision and how our products are made. It is designed in a tabular form. Let's see here in the code blocks. You see in the second ion card that it is displayed by row and by ion row and ion column, so that we have this alternating image, description and image for better user experience. Uh, if you scroll down to the codes, we see here the button that will direct the user to the developer, since the about the company page and the developers page are somewhat connected. So let's click the developers button, and let's see the developers page. This is our developers page. We created different our individual ion card that contains our image, name, and a short profile of our storytelling of how we came to love or came to know coding. So here you see my profile. If you scroll down, you see Sorianos and Vergaras. So that's just the same with the code blocks for HTML, which is provided by the ion content and ion card.
Again, we are the Group 6, the Great Cheese. I'm Jazmine Vergara.
I'm Robin Soriano.
I'm Jamile Igagamao.
And this is our final project presentation for integrative programming. Thank you for listening.